snuck into the one on field, what is it, 4 back here? 3?
That's 3. This is 4.
Yeah. We're like, hey man, you guys mind if I stand here for a minute? Right, no man, you're good. Yeah, this is miserable. I thought we were about to get out of it. It looked like it was clearing up over there, but
it came back.
Came back.
Circled around.
Welcome to day 3.
Let him do whatever he wants to do.
Don't do that.
I would totally be doing it right now.
At this time, we ask that the teams retreat to their team benches and line up for the walkout.
Honestly, you might want to go get them anyway.
Walkout will begin in about 3 minutes. National League scores and standings are posted at the field house near the restrooms and concessions area. College coaches, be sure to check in at the College Coach Hospitality Tent to pick up your player profile books for the National League teams and their players. Be sure to visit ususoccer.org for more National League information, including news, videos, photos, and interviews. Let's introduce the teams playing in today's 4 p.m. time slot. On field 1 in the under-17 Red Division, North Texas' FCUnited faces Ohio North's Cleveland FC. Field 2 in the under-17 White Division, North Carolina's WHYFC faces Texas South's Lone Star.
This is the white team.
On field 3 in the under-16 Black Division, Michigan Hawks face Maryland's Free Academy.
Yeah, that's the white team.
Under-16 Blue Division,
Oh, we're
Illinois'
walking out?
FCUnited Free Academy faces El
I didn't think
South
so.
Just get out here. Get out here anyway. Better hurry.
Oh, we got flags?
Tennessee's Lady Gilbert Rush Premier face North Carolina FC Elite. On field 6 in the under-15
dry. That's why we did it, man.
Georgia's United
Oh,
Football
he's
Academy
having to get him.
faces Tennessee Showcase. Field 7 in the under-16 Red Division, South Texas's Sting Austin face New Jersey's South Jersey EV Rush. Field 8 in the U16 White Division, North Texas's Solar faces New Jersey's PDA Shore Wave. At Barton College in the under-17 Blue Division, it's Georgia's UFA versus North Texas's Sting East Hudson. And at Pike High School in the under-17 Black Division, it's FC Florida Elite Panthers facing Tennessee Soccer Club.
That's what I'm looking for.
The referees, please lead
there a
the
way to
teams to midfield for the end.
If they're the second team, they're the dark
You guys are
team.
good.
Are you guys? Rangers are the dark team.
Yeah, you're good.
They're the dark team. You guys came prepared.
Someone's got it together. Good job.
That's you. Okay.
Alright.
Oh, sorry, bud.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Good news and bad news. Good news is the wind has slowed up. And bad news, the rain has come, although it's slowed up some since the last game. Right around 50 degrees here in North Carolina, Wilson, North Carolina, and home of the National League U.S. Youth Soccer play. And right now, it will be the Fullerton Rangers out of California. We'll give you their info here in just a moment, taking on a team out of Northfield up in Michigan, and that's Craig Snower, the head of that group. On the other side, it's going to be Christian Roos, the Fullerton, California Rangers. These two teams, let's see, Fullerton Rangers won a game the first day 6-0, 6-0, a game against a team out of North Carolina. A draw yesterday, no score, against a Michigan team as well. This Michigan team also 1-0-1, defeating New Jersey Rush and then tying a Pennsylvania West Century team that played right here earlier 1-1. The once again, head coaches and the folks that will be leading these two teams. The team out of Michigan, the Blue FCUnited, they are in white and the black numbers. You see the Fullerton Rangers in their navy blue and white numbers. And in goal will be number 1. That's going to be Saldana. He'll be in red and some black sweats on. On the other side will also be number 1 for United, Blue FCUnited. It will be number 1 Scott. That is number 1 in Elizabeth Scott, a 2020 high school graduation class. The other side, as we said, wearing number 1, Victoria Saldana, and a 2021 graduate. So here we go. We'll get you more of the names and numbers as we move through here. John Peters here on the microphone. I understand there is a viewing party out in California about 1 p.m. out there as we begin this match. 40-minute halves, and then any extra time due to injuries. Hopefully none of those, but could be a little extra time. Lights are on here in Wilson, North Carolina at the Gillette Athletic Complex. If you've not been here before, we're kind of out in the countryside, almost like Field of Dreams, where you build a soccer complex and wait for the fans and players to show up. Ball into the box, and an opportunity here immediately. Going to be fighting for it underneath. Back out front. Stood up there shortly. Now back out. Ball sent in. Far post, and it will flow on out. The ground is very wet, so that first ball is going to skip and run. So that ball sent in there by number 17, Pineda. After some work inside, gave a great opportunity. Also in there was Guerrero. And we, as we said, we'll get you these names out as quickly as we go, just like the players are getting their feet on the ground here in this match. We're doing the same. That was Ip wearing number 0, also a part of that attack just a moment ago. Ball sent out here, Pineda fighting forward. We mentioned Guerrero. She was right there again. Defense for the United team, FCUnited. You know it, and I'll make a correction, in Illinois team, Northfield, as we move forward. Ball in toward the top of the box. Working in there was number 2, Ledden. Sent back in, still headed around. Trying to clear it out. The white shirts of the FCUnited team have a whistle there. In the middle is John Montelli, the lead official out in the pitch, the middle of the pitch. Ball played here right in front of us. Once again, the 4 p.m. matchup of the 16U division, and that is correct. It's Blue FCUnited out of Northfield, Illinois, not Michigan. So it's Illinois and California going at it here, and apologies to the folks up in Illinois. You did not switch states all of a sudden. So the Illini here, as well as the Californians, going at it. What's the exciting thing, watching the teams from all across the country play. Ball in the back line, worked around in here. That's number 17 again, Pineda, very active. Ball down the side, Guerrero working it in. Working it in, there's Ledden. Now sent on the far side. A good run over there. Looks like number 9 coming through, Ackerman. She'll take it into the box. A shot cleared away by a defender. We'll try to get you the number there in just a moment as they turn around. That's number 5, Cashin, who comes away with that nice save. It was really not the keeper, but one of the defenders who got a foot in there to stop it. So coming up here, working it up. It's going to be, looks like Pineda will work it across there to set up for the corner. Just underway here on field number 4, the Gillette Athletic Complex in Wilson, North Carolina. All the information you need, you can go to usyouthsoccer.org. Follow along the links that take you to the National League and see the latest scheduling, stats, scores, all the different things coming up. Here we go. It'll be a left foot from Pineda, bring it in. Bends in right toward the post, bounding around, still loose, now cleared away. They'll see if they can take it right back in. Ledden working it out on the left-hand side. A little slippery out there, working against her numerical counterpart. Also number 2 is Bondoc. Now coming the other way. Illinois squad bring it up, and it's going to go out of play. Got a foot on it. That was Ravello who got a foot on it. Tossed down the line. And it'll be another toss in here. Number 22, Rebick. And with the captain's armband on out there is Caparos. Bringing it up on the far side. Looks like number 16 over there, Tinkler. Number 16, Natalie Tinkler, 2020 graduation date anticipated. Ball worked around. Number 5, Cashin in the back. Pretty stout player, probably anchors that back line. Ball brought across. Back line of Fullerton. Bringing it up through the Rangers. Nice long legs, working it up through. Good strides, a lot of space. Taking it toward the middle. Turns it over to Zoe Ip. Ball in near the top of the box. Cleared away briefly. And now coming the other way. Illinois now working it back. A little bit too much. Now taken back. Number 16. Ball flipped in. That was Tinkler. Ball blocked. A little bit of trying to get things organized here early on. Missing that one. It'll be Fullerton with the toss. Northfield, Illinois. Toss in toward the corner. Had a quick turnaround here between these two matches, so if we need to check on some pronunciations and names, we can do that. Appreciate the help of the coaches, and they have a quick turnaround as well. Number 17 out there turning it, that's Walker. Ball bounding around, pinballing a little bit. Sent back into Ip. Outside. Once again, a nice run there by Ackerman. Takes it back to the left foot, now back to the right. Working through and cleared by the defense. And good speed out on the outside for the white-shirted Illinois squad. I see a number 13 working in the back. Eglund also. There's Pineda looking for options. Sends it up to midfield. Working it back. Big collision there, and let's see who's going to come away with it. It'll be a toss-in for Illinois. Blue FCUnited, once again, Northfield, Illinois. Looking for the toss here. It's going to come in from number 10, Colino. And coming the other way, Ip. Got some space, and it's blocked. Had some space trying to get a through ball there. Good job by the defense with the block. That block made by Farreau. Ball way out to the outside. Ackerman tries to feed it in. Trying to find number 2, Ledden. Ball back to the outside. The fans on the far side. Umbrellas raised in honor of the precipitation. I'll tell you, though, right now, it is not nearly as nasty as it was, say, 45 minutes ago. The match that was going on between Washington and Michigan. That was a Michigan team. It was really nasty, cold, rainy, and windy. Ball sent back in. Saldana now, the keeper, works it out to the far side. Lots of instruction being given by the coaches here on the side, the tacticians, as they work to improve their teams. Mainly with defense. And I love the quote from the university where I work, coach saying that defense is like a math class where you have formulas and set patterns, but offense is like art class where you have creativity and you have to go with the flow, and creativity often leads to messes. So here it is. If you want to be successful defensively, you have that organization that you don't lose. Set pattern. Ball moved forward. Nice run here by Illinois. Ip goes down. Let's see if they can bring the ball in. Back post and hustling in. That's going to be a save by Saldana. A ball that was, the connection was made, but not a full whack at it and not a full strike there. It kind of bounced right before it got to the onrushing white jerseys. Saldana kicks it, loses a little bit out to the right. Let's see if it's going to stay in. It will. Ball on the side. Now it'll be a throw in for Fullerton. Fullerton Rangers, once again, head coach Christian Roos. Appreciate the help from the team manager with some of the pronunciations. And that ball headed out. As you'll notice as we go through here, many times the ball will go into an adjacent field or it'll go past the goal, and either the keeper or somebody has to chase it down. It'll take some time to track it down. So I'll toss again. You see that ball again out in the wooded area. Fans helping out. Give you our officials' names here as we go through. Will Steffen on the far side, the AR2. That's a left foot brought into the box. Scooped up there underneath. That's a one hopper that's going to be cleared away. Scott sends it out. Right here along the side. Let's see if they can keep it in. Fullerton keeps it in. Good job there by Pineda. A little collision there. Trying to get it through. There's a ball that's in. Let's see if they can get to it. Who's going to get there first? Hustling in well, the defense. I believe that's Ravello. I'll double check to see the number here as she turns around. Actually, no, that is Eglund. Eglund with the nice defensive play. Good touch in there by Merritt. Now coming the other way. Ball sent up to Rebick. She turns, taken away by Ip. Back and forth we go. I say alternating touches by each team. And that ball's going to trickle across the line, throw in for Fullerton. Chasing it there was Phillips. And looking for options here, and they're going to switch it up. See if that's Eglund. I think it is. Eglund tossing right down the line. Top back across us into our video trailer. Yes, it is. Eglund, Tiana Eglund, 2021. And we've got an injury here. A referee coming over to check out, see what's happening. And we're going to sub. So referee John Montelli, he's the referee in the middle. Might have gotten hit in the head there. Coming off the pitch is Rebick, and coming in for the injured player will be number 7. That is Elliott. Let's see, Nicolette Elliott will come in. So here comes the toss in. They're checking on trainer to check in. Might have been a little collision there, and obviously a lot of caution as far as head injuries. Take care of that. Ball that was tossed right down the line never came in. Well, that ball will be thrown in right in front of the Illinois bench. Elliott with a smile on her face. That's good to see. Long ball sent in. Let's see who's going to get there. Fighting in, getting through, and a shot and a score. And I tell you what, that long ball was sent in by number 16. And we're going to tell you right now, number 16, good play there by Tinkler. The long ball sent into Mia Guerrero. She left folks behind her, so 66, Mia Guerrero with that goal in the 14th minute. So give her the goal, give Tinkler that assist. And it was good to see her teammates go and congratulate Tinkler on that nice long ball that was sent in. Ball out to the outside, coming right back. The Illinois FCUnited squad still fighting hard here, trying to bounce back after going down 1-0. So their ball bounding around. Michael, number 14, Isabella Michael, in on that play. Now going the other way again. Guerrero turns, but sends it to the feet of the opponents. And a big collision there. Guerrero, as well as number 10, Colino. Tess Colino. Ball tossed in here right in front of the scorer's tent. Ball settled. Captain out there, Caparros. Ball sent in a loose touch there. Let's see what they can do with it. Send it back towards Saldana. It'll be sent in, sent outside. And a little pressure pays off. Illinois comes up with it briefly. They lose it right back. Alternating touches once again. And this one headed down. That one will go out. Tossed in here by Colino. Colino now sends it down. Trying to fight in outside the box. Working her way in there. Blocking out is Eglin. At the top of the box. Trying to get a whack at it, but it's going to be cleared. Guerrero settles. Tries to get it back to her. Guerrero. Good speed. Trapped by 3 white shirts. Ip. Looking for options. Ip looking for Ackerman. Probably has to go. Is out to the outside. That ball will be trickling and across the line. Quick toss right back into Ledden. Ledden right back to her. Ackerman down the corner. Let's see if it's a cross in the box. It's going to be a low one near the top of the box. Who's going to get a whack at it? Going to be sent in there by Pineda. Scooped up by Scott. Quickly the other way. And might actually see a little bit of sunshine, although the sun is about to go down here at the daylight savings time in early December. Ball sent up. Ip. Working it up. Defense hustling back was Phillips. Turn around right at the corner of the box. Ball sent out in the front. Nice pass there. Defense there, however. Both number 2s working against each other, Ledden and Bondoc. Bondoc, the Illini player. Bondoc, Katie Bondoc. There's a ball sent in. It's across the defense. And coming out, good play by Saldana, choosing to come off her line and pick that one up. Keeping an eye on the offside flag, make sure there was not an offside. It was clear. Near side, Pineda. Back in the middle. Touch in there. Number 19 is Merritt. Ball, a little shove down there. Ball top of the box. Ip takes a whack at it, but loses it off to the right. That ball almost made it to the corner flag, but it stays on the left side of it. It'll be a goal kick for Scott. 17:45 on the clock. 40-minute halves here for this 16U group. Once again, welcome the folks from Illinois as well as California and vicinities in Also vicinities, including parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and other folks around the world. A live stream. Earlier it was a live stream here. A stream right out of the clouds to the field. Now it's really calming down. No wind, still cold, no rain. Ball sent in. Let's see who's going to get to it. It's a foot race. And the dreaded offside flag goes up. The flag goes up, the crowd goes down, and we'll start right there. Back in there, Ravello was one of the players closest. It was being chased also over there. I'm trying to get the number of the player from Illinois. As she turns around, I'll be able to give that to you. Ball got stuck under the feet of two players. Sent forward there. Elliott now with it. Sends it up toward Caparros. Ball to the outside here. Pineda. And clipped out. Coach very intense here. Colino throws it in. I think he kicked the post on the tent and the water came off on him. Saldana clears it back out. Love, passion of the game right here. And it'll be a toss in here. Colino once again. He's going to toss it down toward the corner. I see if it's a cross into the box. It is. Top of the box. Cleared out briefly by Ledden. High ball there. Colino settles it now. Actually tries to send it back in. Headed in, edge of the box. Trying to get it away, but still possibility here. Trying to get a shot off. There's 2 versus 2. Ball sent deep. That ball will skid on this wet ground. Ball sent up to Phillips. Ball sent out to Colino once again. Colino, long ball, doesn't get through. Nice stop there by Eglund. Ball worked on the far side by Tinkler. Now takes it out there. Let's see who's working out there. I believe it's Ledden and Bondock. 2 and their numerical counterparts right there together. Ball sent forward, looking for options. Sent back to the midfield, then back across. See if they can stop it on the side. They do. Nice job by Ellie Zern. Zern taken away out there. I believe that's Ackerman. I'm trying to see if it's Ackerman and Mace on the headband. Coming the other way again, Bondock. Trying to get it through. Number 17 there, Walker. First substitute getting ready to come in. As that ball bounding around. See these white uniforms as a couple players have kind of slid on the turf and have some, looks like green paint. Ball worked around by the defense. A little time of possession there. Ackerman sends it on forward. Ledden. Bondock. Ackerman now runs into defense and brought the other way. A little foot jousting. Ball sent back now to Eglund. Eglund, a lot of space. Brings it to the near side. Over here to Pineda. She was kind of hiding over here near the line. Wasn't drawing a lot of attention until the ball came. Ball right down the line. Put at the feet of Coach Craig Snower. And checking in here, first time here for Fullerton will be Ruvalcaba. And they Kuntzel, but call her Q. How about that? Like that. Q Ruvalcaba. So she wears number 22. Guerrero right there, who scored the goal earlier. Ball near side, Pineda. Little ip. Then throw in there for Fullerton. And so this is going to be Pineda, I believe, who will come out. She will come out. Coming in will be Sanchez, wearing number 3, Nicole Sanchez. Probably near side, midfield, or back. Guerrero working it into the middle. Selling there is Yamoka, wearing number 99. So there's a 66 and a 99. Great job here by the medical staff, the folks working with the teams immediately there if there's any need. Ball sent back to the defense. Once again, the navy jerseys of Fullerton. A little bit of white trim, the white numbers and letters. You got Ackerman running down over there with Farrow. Jumping right in the middle of it is Ruvalcaba. Q Ruvalcaba. Ip takes it in. Shot off the side of the goal. Another optical illusion there as it looked like it might have been in. Quick shot there. 25th minute here, first half. Once again, reminder, 40-minute halves. This will be a corner. I'm trying to pick up the number of the player over there going to feed it in. Players lined up really near the top of the box. Now they're moving in. Here's the ball. High ball right in the middle. Gone up and we've got a foul. It was called, looked like out on the AR2 over there. Will Steppen. The ball ended up going across the line, but there was obviously some contact with the goalkeeper, Scott. Watching the flag there immediately. It wasn't even a hesitation. Elizabeth Scott, the keeper. Ball in the backside. Defense. Coach Roos asking the AR1 what was happening. Well, it's obviously a foul. Just hard to see from this angle. Ball turned by Elliott. Ball toward the corner. Going back for it is Walker. Little shoulder action there. Working it in. Taking it out as a shot and a score. Give that score to number 17, Walker. And a nice ball sent in there. I believe it was Phillips who fed that ball into the corner. So you've got a goal here in the 26th minute by Walker. You had the goal by Guerrero. And we'll double check on the time on that goal. So now it's knotted up at 1. So checking in, number 33 will be Burns. Also number 9, Bryant, for the Illinois squad. And we'll check here in just a minute and see the time of the first goal for Guerrero. As a nice assist for Tinkler on that one. So we'll check right here with our fourth official. What was the time of the first goal, John? On the 14th minute. Got it. Thanks, sir. First goal by Guerrero in the 14th minute. So John Pulicino right here helps us out. Gives us information if we need it. Guerrero, 14th minute. Assist by Tinkler. And we believe that last goal was an assist. The goal by Walker. And we believe the assist was by Phillips. More substitutes getting ready to come in. As the game knotted up now in the 27th minute, getting ready to move to the 28th. Ball near side. Nice block there, but a good hard ball put in there by Cashin. Cashin, a tough defender. Let's see, it looks like Guerrero coming out. Coming in for her will be number 12. That's Shanahan. So Brenna Shanahan. Also coming in, number 8. That's going to be Pletka. Number 8, Alexis Pletka. She'll check in. And she checks in for Ackerman. Tell you what, you have that ball roll over here. You don't realize how hard and heavy it is till it hits you. And I say that assist as a ball a little bit hard, and Coach Roos A little bit upset, high degree of upset here, and that ball tries to come through. Defense is there, however. That was Hernandez. Ball in the box. That's Ravello who will play it out. That ball goes on past the player who just checked in, Shanahan. Good job there by Sanchez. Took the play right to the Illinois team and came away with it. Coming the other way, however, now. Ball comes in near the corner of the box. And it's going to be number 21 coming in there to save the day. Ravello, big collision there with Walker. And Saldana, in the meantime, picks up the ball, plays it away. Ip working with it. Send to the outside. Trying to see, that was Ackerman a minute ago. She's out right now. Okay, that's Pletka on the far side now. That'll be a throw in there for the Rangers. 30th minute. Yeah, good news, the rain has stopped. Good news, the wind has stopped. It's still cold, however. Ball sent in, blocked, little loose change in front of the goal, but picked up there eventually by Scott. Little deflection, maybe by a defender. That made it a little tougher than it should have been. Tinkler with the ball in the back, works it over to Ravello. Right to the midfield of Illinois. Through ball there. Let's see if it's got too much pace. It does. Saldana will pick it up. Hernandez in the back line as well right now. There's a null. Boy, right back in. Saldana now will put a punt to it. Send it out, loses it to the right. See if it stays in. It does not, and the Rangers will get the toss. Rangers Tinkler works her way over there. She'll toss it in. Ruvalcaba. Tinkler. Q. Ravello. Hernandez. Slips past. Yamoka. Back out the outside. Pletka running forward. Tipped over there. I see it's going to be out. It'll be a toss in. That's number 33, Burns, who was right there defending. Lexi Burns trying to keep that ball from getting any further down the pitch. Everybody trying to stay warm here. Players are probably plenty warm. They're running, moving. Ball sent in right along the line. It'll be a goal kick for Scott. 32nd minute here, 40-minute first half. Goals that took place in the 14th minute and the 26th minute. Tie score, 1-1. Both these teams really playing some intense soccer. As you see, it's that way here in the National League. Top teams all across the country coming at it. Top coaches, top players. Ball sent in near the top of the box. Cashin sends it forward. A light touch there. A lot of action from Ip. Fights her way through. Referee John Montelli out there in the middle watching the action. A few fans on the far side. Glad you folks are with us watching. You actually have better seats than any of us, temperature-wise, as well as a little elevation where you can watch. Ball worked in. Bringing it in is Sanchez. Finds her teammate. Shot taken there by Ledden. It'll be Ride White. So wide to the right. So it'll be a goal kick here for Scott. Another sub getting ready to come in. Getting ready to come in for the Illinois squad. It'll be number 8, Holland. Holland looks like she will, Lauren Holland. Let's see, they said go ahead and keep playing sub. We'll wait. And ball bounding around midfield. Good anticipation there. Nice ball. Sent through. Who's going to get there? It'll be the keeper, Scott. A lot of subs in right now, getting some fresh legs in there, at least the last few minutes of the first half. Some of them may stay in for the start of the second. See how that goes. 34th minute. Clock says 33:20. Now we have the substitution. So coming off will be number 4. Wearing that captain's armband, Victoria Caparos. Coming in, number 8, Lauren Holland. Looks like she'll be up in the forward position near the middle. Ball headed away. Some of the hardy fans over there helping out, chasing the ball down. Hopefully they're serving hot chocolate and soup on the far side, maybe some hot chili. Like I said, better than it was 45 minutes to an hour ago when it was pouring down the rain. That ball in the box, still there, sitting there. Cashin will take it and clear it away. Keeping the parents busy on the far side. Tinkler will toss it in. Right near the Nike advertisement. Ball bounding around, headed back in. Back and forth we go. Miyamoka brings it across. Working it in quickly. Nice move there, but it goes right to get a hard touch. Sends it back to the Illini squad. And that's been the story. Back and forth we go. Time of possession has not been a something we've seen a lot of here. Little hustle. Send it right back in. Yamoka. Ball to the outside, headed down. Fighting there's Ledden. This ball's coming over here with a lot of space, Hernandez tries to send it in. Everything seems to be forecast, almost like the defense knows where the pass is going, so there's a lot of turnover and interceptions. Yep. Ball back out. Let's see if they can feed it in. Do a little deflection. Chasing after it. That earns a corner, however, for Fullerton. So a good opportunity here. A few of the fans cheering there on the far side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 20, 25 folks over there. Hardy frontiersmen and women. It's not a day to be out here. If you knew this game was being live streamed, might sit in your car and watch it. See the excitement. Obviously, that's a little overstatement as you want to be out here and see it live, but glad you folks are able to be with us. Here's the ball in the box. Missed there. It goes all the way through. Still being tossed about and finally secured by Scott. Somehow it made it through all those bodies without being touched. Finally, I believe it was Shanahan who made contact, and then the securement by Scott. Substitute getting ready to come in over here for the Illinois squad. Blue FCUnited. I believe that's number 16, Smith. Ball here worked in the, trying to get it to the midfield, and there it comes, back the other way. Ball forward, it's going to get through. Chasing after it, and nice job there by Ravello to save the day. Sub coming in. Like I said, I believe it's number 16. So number 16, we look at Catherine Smith coming in. And coming out, number 17, Grace Walker. Grace Walker with the goal. Back in the 26th minute, that ball just across the line. Like I said, the assist either came from Colino, number 10, or Phillips, number 11. See them right here in front of us as we speak. A nice ball they sent into that up there in the corner of the box. Little light touch there. Now sent back in. It'll get all the way to Saldana, however. Holland getting in on that play. Saldana waves it, now kicks it. Holland pushes it back out front. Nice flick there to keep it away from the on-rushing Rangers. Ball sent forward. Smith was there, now loses it to the defense. Split to the defense. Nice play there by Q Ruvalcaba. Ball on the far side, being moved forward. A lot of space. Trying to get it in the midfield, but somehow it always seems the defenders know exactly where the ball is going. And then the hard shoulder draws the foul. And coming the other way. Cashin will put it in play. Probably got a pretty good foot. Let's see if she does. It's low. Ball worked around there by Elliott. Elliott sent in toward the middle. Who's going to get there? Combination, and now the Fullerton Rangers coming away. Ip gives it right back over to Holland. Now Ip, little run here, a lot of space and speed. And taken away nicely by Bondoc. Boy, oh boy, can't really get a nice run. It's good defense. Here's a run. Sanchez, who does she have to help? Works it to the right, little space. And broken up, sent right back out, however. And Cashin gets it to her feet, sends it up toward Holland. Holland turns, has space. And if she had looked up, she had a good opportunity with Smith. But took it out to the side, and that's where the Rangers were able to regain possession. Still working, a lot of space, Your coach Roos saying the same thing, had a lot of space there. Maybe no need to give it up that quickly. And that will take us to halftime, folks. Kind of snuck up on us there as we go to 40 minutes. And we are at 1-1 here. An exciting second half coming up. Glad you're with us. We'll take a break, step aside, try to warm up a little bit, and be back for second half action shortly. Once again, John Peters and the Turbo Sports Group, the official video production group of U.S. Youth Soccer. Back soon.
And he hit the whistle before I popped my flag. Yeah. He was on it before me. I thought you were gonna miss it, so I saw the flag. But when I was raising it, you were blowing the whistle. You had it, dude. Yeah. Good job. I just thought it was funny. Hold on, coach. I can see it. Yeah, man. Definitely. I mean, like, she didn't like wreck her or anything, but the girl's hands were on the ball like this, and they took her arms and went bam like that, and it went in the goal. It's like, that's a foul. Yes. Yeah, she didn't, dude, like, yeah, that like was if you're trying to hold this clipboard and I go bam as hard as I can. Yeah.
Get the game on.
So my camera's off, by the way.
Well, you want to kick me out? You can kick me out. I'll go. I'll leave. I'll go home.
No pay.
I think there's another one over there. Yeah.
I don't know. I would see it. I see it. He must be. Sure. And halftime. Guys, full pay.
I fell asleep a little after 10. She was going to get home and call me again, and she never called, and I went to sleep.
All right, so what did we determine 22 at? What? Injury right here.
Oh, she was dizzy. That's probably could be dehydration or something, right?
So I did write it down, but it's not a head injury. So I gave her the card back.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, that was just being dizzy. Probably
That's fine. So I just missing
I think
anything?
it's
'Cause I was
one of
writing
those,
something down.
one
All
of
of a sudden I
those
hear,
that, hey, ref, she's hurt. You know, you've been all day long and then suddenly exercising and you get motivated. You're suddenly just like,
I've been fuzzy-headed since day one. Since we got here, I've been fuzzy-headed.
you doing boys too?
Yeah. That's gonna be fun.
That's gonna be super.
Suck.
That's gonna be
that's always just, it's going to be cold, super cold.
And by day 2 or 3,
Day
they'll
2,
be
3.
irritated,
Oh,
drunk,
God. Yes.
hungover.
Yes. Everything will be.
Yeah, but there's nothing to do here.
Really?
As far as going out at night. Maybe if
So
they're
fun.
going to Raleigh, if they're staying in Raleigh, there's plenty to do. But
They're hotels and
like
people.
the closest bar to here is probably several miles.
You ask him, he was just like, what was that? Just turned around and came back.
So he knows
way
it's a
over,
foul.
the
He's just
keeper-
upset
The
that we
keeper was
called
in
it.
there up on her line and
He's
No,
disappointed.
he didn't see it.
Oh, he didn't see it?
You didn't see it.
Oh.
Thank you.
Here's my dog.
Hey, he walked to me.
He likes you. He brought that gold back.
Good.
He might get this cool. What?
And then he
No,
turned
no,
and
it's
then
cool.
they turned around and scored a goal right off that.
Put it up or something.
What?
Like
That's
it or something.
legendary.
Wow. You've been sitting here for like the past 40 minutes, 45 minutes? Wow.
More minutes. Did you hear? G06 ball game.
Ah.
That's usually the case. That season when they got the adult games going on.
My left hand.
Number 4 never gave you a chance. You're like, break away.
You out here again tomorrow?
Is this start at 7:20 or something?
7:30.
First game's at 7:30. You got to be here at 7 or 6:45, something like that.
I'm just walking out of the
However,
bar.
last game's at like
1.
1:40,
Last game of the day.
1:45, which is straight. Gets me home in time for some football.
Who's on your team?
Panthers, man.
Oh, baby.
All right.
They're ready, man.
That banana right there is struggling.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with the end of that joint.
Here we go.
This banana saw a lady of the night.
Yep. That's Brazilian. That's a Brazilian. Sure is. I've seen it in the movie. I've seen it in the movie. not in real life, but in the movie. And I've been told.
Man, that's a dirty tip. Whew. Somebody is diseased.
It's like Zika.
Alright, guys. Hey, hit that whistle. Let's get him going.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Good. Come on, John.
Ben's ready to go.
Yeah.
Hey,
I didn't take shower, man.
Let's go.
Yeah, he's right. I agree with him.
Can you give me a couple of those Bitcoins? They're like 11,000 now. I should have bought it when it was like 100.
You gotta be careful with that stuff, man.
I know it. I don't know how. With me, I'd buy it and then I couldn't cash it out. It'd
Hey,
be
man,
like,
blow the whistle. Let's go.
You have to use it on something that is
Hey, get out there. Let's go. You want to blow the whistle? Get out there.
Yeah, right.
See, he's ready.
You still let it happen again.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll talk good about you. And welcome back, folks. We're ready for the second half. And I tell you what, the weather calming down a little bit. The temperature staying down, but the rain seems to have moved out. Knock on wood. Glad you folks are with us. Here we go again. And it's the Fullerton Rangers, as you've seen, against the FCUnited out of Northfield, Illinois. Ball into Ackerman. Change the field up here, so we'll see the numbers a little clearer on this near side. We're at field level. You folks have a little bit of elevation. That ball clicked off the foot of Tinkler, so it'll be brought in there. It was Walker right there as well. Walker with the goal scored for the Illinois team. It looks like Michael will be tossing it in. Isabella Michael. Probably either goes by Izzy or Bella. Every player with a big name has some sort of short nickname. Unfortunately, we don't have time to learn all of those, except for Q for the Fullerton team. We did learn that one. Instead of Kunzel, we have Q Ruvalcaba. Ball in the box and then cleared back. A little spin on it. Might bring it down to the feet of one of the Illinois players. It does. Michael now working. Isabel Michael. Yep. Nice, easy name there. Ball down the pitch. Will be cleared out to the side. That was Farrow clearing it out. Tell me your name. And the piano playing too. So we got the coach of Illinois stopping by. Craig Snower, one of the head coaches, but Yanni Caparos, also a coach. Wanted to make sure we got his name mentioned. Said, want to mention his outstanding coaching abilities. But also Yanni, I think, plays piano. I don't think that's him. There we go. Ball in the box. It'll be cleared out. Just starting the second half, 1-1. Ball near midfield, settled. The ball going back and forth. Good defensive struggle here. Finds the score at 1-1. Guerrero sends it out to the side, but only finds the Illinois player, much to the consternation of Coach Roos. Ball near side. Ackerman comes in, makes life difficult, and it will be a toss in for Illinois. It was Ellie Zern. Now back in is the Captain Caparos, which I'm sure related to Yanni Caparos. Ball sent toward midfield. Let's see who's going to come up with that one. Rushing up, taking his Colino. Out to the outside, Rebick. Good to see Rebick back out there. She was the one who had the apparently a hit in the head and had to have be checked out a little bit, but glad to see that she's able to get back out on the pitch. See Cash in there retreating. She's a anchor on defense for the white-shirted Illinois team. And apologies again to the Illinois folks originally saying it was a Michigan team. We just had a Michigan team here. Trying to think of a good excuse for that, but it's kind of hard. Sure, Northfield up in the Chicago area. A few Cubs fans, White Sox fans, Bears fans, and of course FCUnited fans. Ball sent back in the box. Saldana there. She'll clear it out. And now coming the other way. Nice move there. Phillips working it up. Gets it on the outside there to Rebick. Now sending it up to midfield. Guerrero. Guerrero turns. There's the number 2 battling. They continue to go at it. And there you hear the coaches hollering out to Q. So that's a battle of the number 2s right here. Going at it was Bondock and Ledden. Good hustle. Great hustle. These young ladies are just amazing in the energy they have, and some that, obviously some you see bent over and a little tired, but many that just go on and on. Number 17 down there puts a ball into the box. It's going to bounce, fighting for it, and coming up with it is Saldana. As a high ball sent in there. That ball was sent in by Walker. I believe the player that was flying in there was Rebick. And eventually Saldana comes away with it. Good hustle here. Right in front of us by number 22 on the other side, Q. And referee making the call. And obviously 50% of the coaches here are happy. 50% were not. Ball comes back. Here comes Ledden trying to feed it in. Here comes Yamoka, L-L-A-M-O-C-A. Yamoka. Makes me think of some nice hot chocolate right now. Yamoka gets ready to turn with it. Take it with the left foot. Nice pass. Right to the feet of Guerrero. That's right to the feet of the Illinois defender. Coming back the other way. A lot of physicality there, a little pushing and shoving. And the ball will come across midfield. And it's getting dark enough for that background that these navy jerseys kind of blend in. Ball comes forward. There's Ledden. Works around the D. Sent to Ackerman. Cleared out. Number 20 there, Farrow, in the right place, right time to clear it away. Sends it over to field 3. One of the things that we've dealt with here is when that ball does get away with some speed, it might take a while to retrieve it, either past the goal or off to the fields beside us. We're in field number 4. Field 5 is directly behind. There's a ball sent in. Nice snag there by Scott. Ball on the outside, coming up. Working it up. Rebick coming up the side. Picked up by Yamoka. Right at midfield. And a little shove in the back. Referee does see it. Thought it might have snuck by there for a moment, but if we can see it here, he seeks it out there. He's a lot closer. Ball will be placed just maybe about 10 yards, maybe a little further, maybe 10, 12 yards from the midfield line. And the ball worked through a little bit. Cashin then sends it away. Tinkler, Ackerman, Ledden. Nice ball right at the feet of Ip, and puts it in. And give Ledden the assist. And a nice goal there. Ip puts it in. That was nice ball movement, I must say. That's some of the best we've seen in this match. And I would say Ip, 0. Give her the assist. I take that back. Ip with the goal at the 49th minute mark. Ip with the goal. And then Ledden, number 2, give her the assist. And I know that's not a stat that's kept too often in this level, but boy, that's a big part of it. That is the part of it. And when you get up in the college level, which these girls will be playing, that'll be something they talk a lot about and work on, is getting that assist. Great job here working down Ledden, working against Farrow. And now urgency on the side of Illinois as they will try to even things up. Nice short pass here. Good communication. Ball sent forward. Caparros looking down the line, sends it in. Nice ball, except the speed of Tinkler will take it away. And let's see which way it's going to be a throw-in for Fullerton. Yeah, 49th minute. And once again, 40-minute halves, so about 30 minutes to go here in this match. 2-1, we find ourselves Fullerton 2 and FCUnited out of Illinois 1. And a ball looked like might have caught the turf a little bit on that kick. That pass, nice move there. Suddenly going from 0 to 60 in about half a second, and picked up there by Scott. And I was trying to see on that far side who put on that burst of speed. I think it was Guerrero. Yamoka gets a head on it. Yeah, it is Guerrero right there. And she put on a burst of speed a moment ago that was pretty incredible. Ball on the far side. And it'll be Ackerman who makes it to the ball. And a ball sent in toward the corner. Cabarros trying to chase that one down. Cabarros. And good deflection there. Interrupted that play. That was Ledden. Here comes Q working it through. Has some space. Tries to feed it in and does. It's Ip once again. Feeds it toward Ledden. Does she get a shot? She does. And you know what? They turned it right around. They had the assist and the goal. They've turned it around and had the assist and goal go the other way. It was 0-2 on this one. A while ago, it was 2-0. So take it from Ledden to Ip on the goal in the 49th minute. Here in the 52nd minute, it will be Ip sending it into Ledden for the goal. So what versatility there. Good teamwork. And I give a little Q some kudos there as well, because she fed it through the defense in the middle to get it up there to Ip. And then she found Ledden bursting in. Ball down the left-hand side quickly. Illinois trying to come back. Really nobody there to help. Only one player bursting through was number 17, Walker, and really nobody else there to help. Cashin gets taken down like a Chicago Bear middle line. Dick Butkus would be proud. As Guerrero levels Cashin, she'll put that ball in play. There's no way that Cashin goes down easily. That was a shot. Ball sent in there. Zern takes a shot. It's going to be off to the left in the side of the net. So the ball will be placed Saldana. And we're in the 53rd minute, second half. Score all of a sudden 3-1. Just a few moments ago, it was tied 1-1. Going back and forth. Goals by Ip and a goal by Ledden have made the difference. Give each one an assist and each one a goal. Caparros now down toward the corner. That ball will go out of play. And a toss here. Let's see if Illinois can mount some sort of a charge. See the green grass stains on these white uniforms. That ball sent in, really not much of a challenge there for Saldana. She stops it with her feet, now picks it up and will put it in play. That one she pulls a little bit to the left, right down the middle. Cashin puts a foot on it, sends it back. Caparros now, let's see who the foul is here. And so the foul will be called on Caparros. So John Montelli dispensing justice. Now he'll trot out of the way. Trying to see if that's number 13, Eglin, who will put it in play. Eglin lines it up. Sends it low right toward the referee. John Montelli had to bend over to get out of the way. And we'll send one over here right to us then. We're magnets for the ball right now. Ball sent forward, now picked up there by Yamoka. Defense there and a little kick in the back of the leg will draw the whistle. 55th minute, clock saying 54:41. Yamoka, nice high ball, left-hand side of the box. sent out a little bit. Let's see, Guerrero looking for options. They'll send it back. Have a little bit of time of possession here. Tinkler with hands and arms wrapped up in long sleeves, gloves. Ball sent into the box. Really nobody to follow it up, though, but great effort down there. And I'm thinking, we'll look and make sure here when she turns around. I believe it was Ledden. That ball blocked there in the midsection. It was Ledden who hustled down there. Sought that ball back in the box. Nobody there, though. Yamoka, left foot. Whoa, what a ball. Into the corner. Sent back in, and there's Ledden running through, and it's going to go all the way through and out. But, boy, what a play. 2 passes as good as you'll see, a pass and a cross. And we've seen some excellent ball movement here in the second half. Maybe that was an emphasis of the coaches as they talked at halftime. Obviously, a little more effective for the Fullerton team in scoring the 2 goals. Yamoka now, once again, left foot, sends it back out there again. Let's see if they can get there. And actually out on the left side. Q works it in, says referee says play on. Yamoka now, there's some excitable fans on the side as they thought there was a handball. Guerrero now works it up the side. Right through, shot, and a save. So here comes Scott, ready to bring it back. Q now brings it outside. Ackerman works it to the right. There comes Ip again into the box. Shot, a little wide, and it was a good shot there. Almost caught the left post. So Ip has been really effective the second half. She played well in the first, I'm sure, but we didn't call her name out all that much. But here in the second half, she has really been a force. She and Ledden really working together. As we said, in the 49th minute, it was Ledden with the assist and Ip with the goal. In the 52nd minute, turned it around. Ip with the assist and Ledden putting it in the net. Coming in for Illinois, FCUnited is Elliott. Pick out get the first name lined up, Nicolette Elliott. And I'm sure she has a great nickname on the team. Yamoka sends it over to the back line, now sent across. Here Q takes that away. Q sends it up to Ledden. Ledden back. There's a high ball. That'll be a header somewhere in there. Nope. Got to the feet. Caparos now. Ball down the side. Good movement there by Tinkler. She fades one way and then the other and then brings it and turns around. Ledden in the middle to Yamoka. Yamoka can put a big foot on it. That's Guerrero working through the middle. She had the first goal for the Fullerton team. That was back in the beginning of the game in the 14th minute. Little Q, fun player to watch. It's going to be racing right over here and let it go on out. The ball will go out and tossed in by Fullerton right here in front of us. Players coming by, toss it up. Tossed in here by Tinkler. Ackerman, high ball, top of the box, headed by Guerrero. Still being chased around, falls loose briefly. And Scott gathers it. Heard shrieks all over as that ball seemingly got loose. Little loose change on the table. Ball sent through. Ball sent low. Nice forward pass. There comes Ledden, looking for options. He's going to try to take it on in. Who's there to help? Spin, taken down. And is it in the box? Is it outside the box? It is just outside what I'm seeing. And we are right at field level. You folks can get a better view right there. Boy, oh boy. This will be just up, and there's Yamoka, who has the big foot. We've seen her send that ball from one end of the midfield to the other. And she's going to set it up. They're going to set that wall up as John Montelli turns his back. They scoot up about 2 feet. Here comes the wall being built even further. Here we go. That's high and over the bar. Not much. And the 62nd minute has begun. That ball sent way out into field number 5, retrieved by Scott. Dances back across the ravine in between and places the ball down. Here we go, 61-20. Lines it up, and the ball sent out. Bounding around. Q, Yamoka, Ip, far side, sent back in. There's Cashin. Cashin moves up a little bit. She'll have to go back down. Ackerman works through. Pickpocketed there. Q hustling. Nice play. Little hustler out there. Q, not all that big. Neat thing about the game of soccer. Can be tough and small and quick and handle the big girls or the big boys. That ball goes through out on the far side. It'll be a throw in there. Illinois, looks like number 10, Colino, will do the honors. Checking in here will be, looks like Burns. Also checking in will be Sanchez for Fullerton. Burns is in. Burns coming in for Rebick. Coming in also will be Bryant. Burns and Bryant coming in for Colino and Rebick. So getting ready to check in for Fullerton will be number 3 Sanchez, number 18 Hernandez. Ackerman working it up. Nice flip there toward Ip. It was a quick, slight touch there between Ledden and Ip, who have been like reading each other's minds on the pitch. Ball in toward Ledden, see if she can settle it. She's going to try to stop it. They keep it in. Let's see, it's going to be on the ground. And is it a corner? Looks like it is a corner. It'll come in from that far side. And looks like Pineda over there will put it in play. So here we go, another scoring opportunity for Fullerton. Once again, glad to have the folks in Illinois with us in the Chicago area. Probably within 3 or 4 hours of Chicago, these teams draw the players in. Here's Pineda with the left foot. Going to be back, and it's around and in. And I believe we're going to see exactly who that was. I believe it's number 21. And we see everybody getting a hug there to her. And we're going to double check. But give Pineda the assist from the corner. Yes, it is. Number 21, that is Ravello. So number 21, Taylor Ravello with the header. So, and then I was going to say also good to have the Fullerton folks coming in from the viewing party. I guess it's one of the parents' houses or somebody associated with the club. Glad to have them with us as well. And hope there's plenty of good food. If you've got any leftovers, you can send them our way. I'm sure the same may be happening up in the Chicago area. And the ball put in play. Ball headed off from the far side. Burns over there with it. Now fighting for it is Caparros. Ball headed down by Cashin. Now Illinois working it. It's trying to get it across. There's Yamoka. Gets it to Q. Sends it back to the defense. Now that there's a 4-1 lead, Coach Roos not quite as adamant about moving forward. He's very passionate, to say the least. Saying he's passionate is like saying it's a little chilly up at the North Pole. I will say it's kind of a funny thing, and fans out in Fullerton may like this. A while ago he went over, he got excited and kicked the tent where the team is under, and the rain had gathered, and the rain came off the tent on his head. He's so excited. So, and I'm sure the fans there will understand the passion of playing sports, man. It is one of those things. If you've never played sports, you don't understand it. If you played, coached, refereed, done broadcasts, you begin to understand a little of the passion that's out there. Coming in, we have number 12, Shanahan. Also checking in is Pletka. Pletka right here in front of us. Also checking in is Sanchez, I think we mentioned. Trying to work it out. Pletka gets a foot on it. Sanchez gets a foot on it. Pletka's in there right there. Now she has it. Ball sent back. Really, Illinois trying to get something moved forward. The speed up front doesn't match up with the defensive speed. It makes it very difficult. So unless you can get a corner somehow or some way to get a set piece. Ball down the side. Let's see if they can keep it in. They do. There goes Sanchez. Sends it in toward the middle. Caught the feet of the defender, Cashin. Ball the far side. Yamoka gets away from number 12 over there, Shanahan. Brenna Shanahan. And the 68th minute. Ball brought in far side. Let's see if a left-footed cross is imminent. There it comes. Looks like it's going to stay in, but then it trickles across that end line. Was it touched? And apparently it was. So it's going to be a corner here. Let's see who's trotting over here to take the corner. Trying to see your right-footed. That's going to be number 8, Pletka, who lines it up. Raises the hand up. Now she'll move forward. Puts a foot into it. High ball in the box, headed out. Still not completely out. Now it's out. Trying to figure out a way to turn it around is Guerrero. Tries to get over there. Nice play to Sanchez. Shot. And flying in on the left side, who had a shot at it, might have been Shanahan, but a defender right there as well. So that ball will trail off another 50, 60 yards away and bring it back in. Coming in is number 16, Smith. That's Catherine Smith. Coming out will be number 17, Walker, who scored the goal back in the 26th minute. We're in the 70th minute right now. Clock says 69:25. And the ball brought out there. Guerrero in the area. Ball in the back. Worked around Ravello. Ball sent up. And the midfield fighting for it. 2 players going down. Somersaults abound. Well, I tell you what, good hustle there by Holland trying to get to it. Ball kept in. If there'd been anybody following up, there'd have been problems. That ball left down. There's Yamoka. Works in, trying to get a angle, and then sends it into Scott. So coach demanding hustle all the way through, even up 4-1. Let's see who's out on that far side. That's number 18, Hernandez. And get you the first name, Beige Hernandez. Love that name, Beige Hernandez. And it's spelled just like you would imagine, the color. Ball sent in, turned around by FCUnited. We've had a couple of FCUnited teams play here on this very field this week. Often would make the mistake of saying DC United, of course. Familiar name, but FCUnited out of Northfield, Illinois, near Chicago. I'm guessing it's right up in that area. And big time pressure there. Holland looks up with dismay, but she's called. It was both number 8s going at it. And going down, I guess, going down harder was Pletka. Holland's a pretty stout girl out there. She's strong. So here comes the Yamoka play. She'll put it over to her teammates, headed away. Coach hollering to move up there is Coach Snower. Not spelled the way my wife would spell it, S-N-O-R-E. Not that snore, but Snower like S-N-O-W-E-R. Blocked in there by Sanchez, trying to lock it in. 73rd minute. Holland. Back to Cashin. Cashin, long ball. Up to Smith. Cabarros. Holland. Sent back up. Good hustle there. Elliott sends it down towards Smith. Can't get to it, however, before it trickles across the side. Ball tossed in. Far side. I tell you, these teams, as you go back and study the National League, since its inception, you can read this on the website and study the history of National League, that usyouthsoccer.org. Since they came along, the teams that have qualified for the national championships from the National League as opposed to the regional championships have won almost 2/3 of the possible national championships. So the benefit of playing in this type of elite competition lends itself to championships, and there's not much doubt about that. But you can read all that yourself at usyouthsoccer.org. A lot more information than I could possibly give you here, and all the different levels, the different divisions that are being played, and then the locations coming up. So there'll be a toss in. Checking over to the side with AR2, Will Steppen. So big time here. Last night got to go to local place here is in Wilson called Parker's Barbecue, and just such an amazing place. There were buses there bringing people in, but many of the soccer players and their families and other folks who've come in to watch these matches, helping out in the Wilson economy in this area. So real benefit to everybody. Ball worked in the back, sent up towards Smith, leaves it for Holland, looking for options, and it's going to go out of play. And so Holland admonished to keep the ball moving forward by the coaches. Sounds familiar. You hear that almost every match. There comes ball out in the middle. Good job in there. Feisty play. Trying to pick up a number for you. Give some credit there for number 11. Good job by Phillips. Meredith Phillips working hard in the midfield. And there comes Cashin. Cashin ball sent in. Sanchez there. Picked off by Caparos. Holland sends that ball to Phillips. Smith. Burns outside, and will it go out of play? No, it's kept in. Good hustle. Phillips taken down. And referee John Montelli hustling over there to make sure no other further skirmish breaks out. See, we're in the 77th minute now. Don't remember any injury time that might be added. And who's going to put this ball in play? Going over, looks like Elliott will go over and put it in play. This is a good opportunity. You've got a couple of taller players in there with Smith and Holland. Actually, Cashin back in that back post as well. So 3 large players, real tall players on the back post. If they can get it to them, and might get a play here. Let's see if that happens. And it's a low ball out toward the top of the box. Shot! And just over the bar. A little optical illusion. Looked like it might be in. And Caparos with an opportunity. Maybe those tall players on the back post are a little bit of a decoy. Or it just may have been that the cross in there from the direct kick was a little bit offline and low. So Saldana working her way back after chasing the ball down. A little desolate area right now. And it looks like, let's see if that's going to be Tinkler who will put that ball in play. A little bit of a mist kind of floating in over the area now. Holland gets ahead on it. Yamoka sends it outside. Send forward, headed. Still playing with it here in the midfield. Holland. Over to Michael. Working in Caparos. Down the side. Ball gets through. Let's see who's going to come up with it. Smith. Collision. And there was Sanchez right there. Be a throw in for Fullerton. And interesting, Elliott was about to chase the ball down and bring it back and realized it was Fullerton. Put the brakes on and came right back. Here comes the toss in. And a nice toss it is. It's going to go right into the scorer's tent. Wake everybody up. Toss in. Like I said, you don't realize how heavy and hard that ball is till it hits you. Trying to turn it around. Cashin sent to the feet of Foreau. Shots bending in, but was it touched? And it was. Referee says, did he say there was a touch? He does not. Initially, it looked like he's saying it was a corner. And then he looked over to AR1 here on the side, Ahmed Kusa, to find out that no, that was not the case. So we're in the 80th minute. Scott will put it in play. Maybe get one more rush here. See if they can get somebody breaking inside. Now you got a couple of players out for FCUnited. Deal, Marquist, Wiest, Puchala. Some of the players that are out, and I'm sure we missed some of those folks. Deal particularly a forward. Don't know that for certain, but always a war of attrition in many ways here in these weekend events. Ball sent back by Yamoka. Sent back across by Tinkler. Sent over by Ravello, now down the side, working it up. Here's another rush. We've hit the 80-minute mark. Let's see if there's any extra time. Shot. It'll go off to the side. Referee has the whistle in his mouth. And there it is, the end of the match. Fullerton Rangers will rejoice with a 4-1 victory. And FCUnited coming through with that goal from Walker in the first half. Made it very interesting, keeping it 1-1 here till halftime. But then Fullerton pulling away in the second, really on the shoulders of Ip and Ledden, with each with a goal and an assist. And so great job here by these two teams. I know the folks in California and Chicago area, you're very proud of them, and you should be. Thank you again for joining us. John Peters here with the Turbo Sports Group and the U.S. Youth Soccer Video Production Team. We thank you again for joining us. We're going to sign out now from Wilson, North Carolina, and U.S. Youth Soccer National League.